YouTube. We're back at Red Top Auto Sales. They've got another great car here for us. If you remember, we did some videos about 6 months ago. All those cars, great cars. This one here, no exception. 2008 Dodge Challenger SRT8. This is the first year that they released this car, or re-released the car with the Challenger name on it. Comes with a 6.1 liter Hemi engine, a 5-speed TorqueFlite automatic transmission. This car is done in Hemi orange, and it's got just about everything. It's a loaded vehicle. This car is an SRT8 limited edition with only 9,300 miles, a one-owner car. Car was originally bought in New York, and it was one of the first 2008 Challengers to be purchased. So this car is very special. It's got the Brembo brakes on it, which came standard on it, and a whole bunch of other goodies. Satellite radio, GPS. It's got the black racing stripes on the hood. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over this car interior, the rest of the exterior, and we're going to get into what makes this car really, really special. I'm going to save it as a little bit of a surprise. These cars were great running cars, fast cars when they came out in 2008, but this one here is definitely dialed up some. So let's get into it and let's see what this one's got. Alright guys, so we're going to go over some of the exterior pieces. I just wanted to show you the paint on this car. Again, we don't know where these guys find these cars. They're like magicians. They find these cars that are just like it was just bought off the showroom floor. Although this car is now 11 years old, you would never know by looking at it. Just a quick walk around here. We've got the black, it's a matte black pedestal style spoiler. That was stock on the car when it was purchased. Come around the back, you'll see the retro styling. This car was huge for that. How it mimicked the older original Challengers in style. Dodge did a great job. You have the fuel filler cap there. So these are all little retro touches that they did. But then they did the modern touches also with adding big Brembo brakes, as you can see there. These are, of course, aftermarket. These are Lexani 20-inch wheels. And we're running a Nitto 275 40 20-inch. So that's a real aggressive tire on there. You can see I hope you can see how clean this car is. The wheel well doesn't even have any marks in there. I mean, this car was just purchased and babied by the original owner. We have the Brembo brakes also in the rear, the calipers with the slotted rotors. This is again a 20-inch Lexani wheel with a Nitto NT05, which is basically a drag radial, and 315/35/20 wide tires. So as you know, these cars came with very skinny tires from the factory, which was kind of disappointing, being that they put 425 horsepower in the car, but then you couldn't really get traction because the tires were so narrow. We'll move inside. This car does have keyless entry as well as all the other creature comforts. It does have the auto up-down windows. A lot of leather, double stitching as well. Alcantara. The seats, as you can see, are perforated because they're heated. We've got the SRT symbol there stitched in. Power driver seat. Shot of the back there. It's a little dark, but you get the idea. Very nicely done. These seats are nicely bolstered, but still very comfortable. We're going to step inside. You can see it's got the double-din head unit there. Like I said, it does have GPS and satellite. These clean white gauges here. It's a little dark, but just a very clean. And it does have the sunroof, which was an option. Your map lights, your steering wheel. This is a 2008, so the steering wheel is a little bit simpler than what you get. Let's see if we can get this thing to focus here. Might be a little too close. Just a couple of buttons for your volume and your music, your menu screen. You have your cruise control, your windshield wipers, headlight switch. We have a trunk release button here. Heated seats. You can see that. Just very clean. And now we'll get into, as you can see, this one's got a pistol grip style shifter. Hurst. Like I said, this is a 5-speed TorqueFlite automatic. And now, this stuff is all basic, but what I'm going to show you after this, I'm going to let you in. There you go. So this should tip you off. We've got some A-pillar gauges that were nicely incorporated here into the pillar. And we're going to get into what makes this car so special. I mean, aside from the fact that it's a one-owner car with 9,300 miles on it. And it was one of the first cars to come out. You see that paint just shining on there too. Here's the trunk, guys, also with the subwoofers, very clean. So you know this stereo system's going to sound, well, in my opinion, it won't sound as good as the car sounds, but it'll still sound really, really good. All right, guys. Now we're going to get a shot of where all the bread and butter went for this one. Here it is. So what we have is a 6.1 liter motor. So the original motor was taken out of this car, and a 6.1 liter race motor was installed, a long block. And obviously we have the polished 2.9 liter Whipple. You can see this is a very clean install. There's also a lot of pictures and documentation that go along with all of the work that was done on the car, but a lot of illustration and information pertaining to what went into the motor. As you can see, we have the anodized red and blue fittings, the stainless steel braided lines. We have a JLT catch can there, stainless. I'm sorry, it's right there. We have the breather right there. So there we go. It's in focus now. There's a 90 millimeter throttle body on this car. Round throttle body. We have headers on this car. I don't know if I'm going to... This is so tight, I doubt I'm going to be able to focus in on the headers. But they are 1 7/8 stainless steel headers. I can't remember the name at the moment, but high quality, I'm sure. I don't think they would skimp based on all the rest of the work that they did. So this car has a cam. It's got the billet fuel rails. I mean, this car is just really done up nice. So this car produces over 740 wheel horsepower and over 740 wheel torque. So this is really, really well built, fast, high horsepower, high torque vehicle. And as you can see, there was no expense spared. All receipts total with the cost of the car. So motor, the wheels that we showed and discussed, exhaust, all that stuff, the motor, I already said that. We're looking at $45,000. And like I said, there's receipts for all of that. So you're looking at a total investment of approximately $90,000 between the cost of the car and then all the work that was done. And I'm sure many of you are curious that they don't have the stock motor. So, all right, this car was sold to them as it is right now. And I'm sure maybe the motor was used as trade or sold it to help offset some of the costs of getting the work done. So, all right, we're going to start this car up and let you hear how it sounds. It is going to blow you away. All right, guys. Now, like I said, these guys make sure they buy the right stuff. And this is all part of it here. This car is all fully documented. So you have pictures from when this car was bought and coming off the trailer all the way down to their the window sticker. I know we have a window sticker there somewhere, right? We have all the receipts. More receipts there. There's the original window sticker. So everything about this car, there's again, not that that matters, 13 and 18, I doubt you're going to get that now, but and again, here's all just additional paperwork. So any questions you might have as to where the car was originally purchased, who purchased it, all that kind of stuff, who maintained this car, and now we start getting into, so there's the receipt. I don't know if you can see it or not, but they have the receipt for the long block and for the Whipple kit, as well as the booster pump that was added, the headers, the exhaust, just one thing after another. This car had the dampener done. It has a torque converter. The transmission was also rebuilt to handle the power. You have a Pro torque converter that was also added to the car. So everything was done to this car to make it handle all that power. We have all the tolerances for when the engine was built. Every little extra, and then we have the dyno chart here, which shows it was dyno tuned, making all that power. The official numbers were 744.04 for the horsepower and 740.87 for the torque, and that is to the wheels. So this car is no joke. You're really going to have a lot of fun with this car. We also have some photos. So this is all from the work that was being done. They took photos, and there's just a ton of photos. They just keep going. So all the work that was done to the car, I mean, even plugs they're taking pictures of. So you could see here, everything was very well documented. You know, this was not just put together in somebody's backyard. This was definitely done. There's the long block, and just picture after picture after picture. So, you know, there it is with the motor out of the car. So you could see that the motor was definitely taken out. And just, there's another shot there. So just a lot of photos. Just everything that you need if you really want a well-documented car. They have it right here. They are located in Northeast Pennsylvania. They ship across the country, worldwide. Where you guys will ship worldwide. They'll ship this thing anywhere, guys. So, you know, if you're interested, they could definitely help you out. The asking price on this car is $43,995. Okay, I'm going to say that again because you're probably not going to believe it, but $43,995. Okay, so a car that $90,000 took to buy and build this car, you can get for less than half of what somebody spent to get it to this point. So if you're looking for a rare car, clean car, low mileage, one owner, fast, done right car, you need to call Tommy at Red Top Auto Sales, and they can help you out with all of your needs. Like I said, shipping is not an issue. So, you know, if you're on the West Coast or wherever, Florida, and you're interested in this car, they can give you all the information that you need, and they can get the car down to you. So, all right. I hope you enjoyed this video. As they get more cars in, we will put more videos up. And they always get something really special and really nice. So, you know, if this car isn't the one for you, guaranteed they'll have something for you in the future. So, all right, guys. Have a good day. We'll see you soon.